On the layup.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Outside Sexton. Ball outside. Pass to Sexton. Clock at 6. And rejected. And they get it back. Ball no good. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 so far. To the inside, Cooper. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Cooper. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. He has 7.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And a quick look at the stats after that game. They were phenomenal from the charity stripe.
And not only what they did in making them, but what they did to get to the line. I mean, they were constantly in attack mode, driving the lane and drawing fouls.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Oubre. Pass to Ball. Back to Oubre. Now Sexton. Shot clock at 5. Outside Oubre. Over Barrett. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Good on the shot.
I just love the ball.
From R.J. Barrett.
Charlotte trailing. Outside Oubre. Knocked away. And here they come. Up the floor. And Rose, the bucket on the assist from Randall.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. At some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
Now here's Sexton. In the game against Denver, very impressive.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Offensive rebound. It's good. Randall's got 6.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Rose against Ball. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
That's just another mistake. I mean, they got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
New York with the ball. They're on a 17-3 run. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Capella with the jam.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
New York foul. That's his first personal. First team foul.
Ball with it. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. And here's Oubre from the arc. Hits a 3-pointer.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
To the paint. Barrett passes to Capella. Here's Cooper. Robinson defending. Here's Randall. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. The Knicks making a switch here. Quickly's checked in. The Hornets making a switch here to the middle. Here's Cooper. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 9.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Pass to Rozier. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you got to love the consistency of Terry Rozier's shooting. I mean, he does take a lot of shots, especially from the 3 line, but he's got a habit of knocking them down, too.
So for the Knicks, Noel comes in for Capella, and it's Toppin in for Randall.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Noel with it. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal.
You know, another thing you love about Terry Rozier, Clark, he's a certified bucket getter.
I agree with you. I mean, he is a bucket. Waiting to happen. He's aggressive. He's confident. And he's become more efficient in the last couple of seasons.
Count it. Good.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Now the Knicks with it. It's a 10-point game. Down low. Here's Toppin. And the the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
One thing you can give Terry Rozier credit for are those fast hands.
Checking in for the away team.
And the Knicks with the possession here. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. On the court for the Hornets. We've got Ball, P.J. Washington out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Mason in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Ball. 20 points for him last game against Denver.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved.
And Rozier's quickness as a defender does much more than just create turnovers.
Yeah, he's tough to shake off when he's covering you. I mean, he puts constant pressure on the shooters and doesn't allow them to take comfortable shots.
Hi, guys. Well, D in their last time out against the Hawks was simply terrific. He finished with 60 points, and that was just one element of his production. He ended up with a triple-double on the night. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Picks up his third foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Washington outside. Sexton passes to Washington. And here's Sexton. Give him 8.
Their offense isn't helping them tonight. Too many missed opportunities. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
First team foul.
As a Rookie of the Year award winner yourself, Grant, what do you see as the biggest challenge facing today's rookies?
I honestly think with all the information and expectations, the hardest thing for young players today is meeting those expectations. Because of all the great rookies who've come before and gone on and had success right away, that pressure a lot of times can be a lot for a young player entering the league.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Cooper. 15 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Now here's Sexton. Not a lot of room. That one no good. And New York will come the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
When most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
New York has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Pass to Rose. Here's Capella. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. Charlotte has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Here's Mason. On the wing, Sexton. And the Hornets, another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Robinson with the block. Charlotte has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. Pass to Mason. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half of this game. And here's Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. The Beyond the arc. And Cooper pulls it down. And New York shooting 56% today. Here's Barrett. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
Toppin, he's checked in for New York. Quickly comes in for Rose. Thomas, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass the ball. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Back to quickly. Here's Cooper. Three-pointer. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the New York Knicks up by a... And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Wow, Colin Sexton displaying all his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Barrett plays the small forward with Randall in at the 4. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Cooper in at the 2 spot. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. Now here's Oubre. Back to Sexton. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
When thinking about Colin Sexton, the first thing that comes to mind is his burst. I mean, his acceleration is just tremendous. He can go from 0 to 60 like a race car.
You know, Grant, with Sexton, it's not just that he has speed. He actually knows how to use that speed as a weapon.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, defenders have to play out on him because of his three-point ability. So he'll wait to catch them flat-footed, then use his burst to blow by them, getting into the teeth of the defense and making plays.
And here are the Hornets now. The Knicks making their last shot.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Pass to Washington. Now Sexton. Washington passes to Ball. Now here's Sexton. The D's right on him. From deep 3-point range. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Colin Sexton's nickname at Alabama was the Young Bull. He said, quote, I just play with a lot of passion. Through adversity, no matter what the score is, I play a complete game. Every time I step on the court, I have to show the world what I can do.
Tremendous energy, Allie, right? Thanks for that.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sail. They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Up top ball, guarded by Rose. Ball no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Barrett banked it in off the glass. Barrett's got 4 points in the quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding basket. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
And so it's Charlotte with it, trailing by 17. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Charlotte calls timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Oubre finds Washington. Now here's Ball. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Oubre. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Ball definitely has the passing DNA. Some of his dime drops are really sweet.
Fournier's checked in for New York. Here's Cooper. Give him 23. And it's Randall with the chance.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Pass the ball. Here's Bouknight. Let's go with a 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
3-point goal.
Ball's got 6 assists in the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Ball no good.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution. So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Three-pointer, Bouknight. It's rebounded by New York. Pass to McBride. Here's Cooper. Jacks up with 3. The Hornets pull it in. Ball's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bouknight. 7 points in the game. And it's blocked by Noel.
And you can just see Noel's eyes light up when a shooter attempts these shots. He's so forceful and determined in his denial.
Here's Cooper. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Here's Bouknight. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Assist from
Bouknight's got 9.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
And the Knicks call time here. New York has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's Cooper. 25 points in the game. To the inside. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance. 28 points for him.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Pass to Bouknight. Fires from the line. Second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Give him 8.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Here's Cooper. Here's Noel. And Noel hammers it down.
And Noel really does a nice job in reading angles of shots. He really excels in avoiding box outs because he's so active, and he typically beats guys to important spots near the basket.
Now here's Rozier. 9 points in the game. Deflected. A minute 22 left in the third.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
And so it's Charlotte with it. The Knicks making their last shot. Pass to Bouknight from the arc. Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 5 rebounds tonight. Quickly with the ball. Here's Cooper. There's 49 seconds left in the third. And again, New York with the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Bouknight, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Inside, here's Cooper. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Bouknight. And so it looks like the Hornets will retain possession here.
Hornets ball. Checking in for the away team.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Thomas. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Thomas has got 5.
You know, this guy can beat you off the dribble. He can beat you off the catch. IT's just a hard guy to defend.
And so it's the New York Knicks. A huge 24-point lead for them. Their efficiency has been all. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
Defensively, make sure we're all getting reached.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Charlotte, Kelly Oubre out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Terry Rozier. And it's Thomas in at the 1. And down it goes. 2 points.
You know, right there, very aggressive inside. Thomas keeps the defense guessing.
Here's Cooper. Check by Sexton. Pass to Noel. Good work defensively by Robinson. And Charlotte shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Sexton, that's good.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Here's Cooper. Robinson with a steal. Sexton with it, and Noel picks him up defensively. Three-pointer Rozier. He buries it from 3.
All Rozier needs is a little breathing room, and he's firing that thing, and usually knocking it down.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for New York?
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure hustle.
You know, it takes young guys a little while to figure it out, and after 4 up-and-down seasons with the Lakers, Julius Randle joined New Orleans in 2018, busted out for over 20 points per game with the Pelicans.
Yep, that one goes. Sexton's got 34.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens in this offense, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Down low. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact and he'll head to the line. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Pass to Cooper. To the middle. Here's Randall. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Randall's got 15 points in just the second half. The Hornets have gotten 8 of 10 attempts in. Very productive here in the fourth. Now here's Sexton. Started closely. That shot off the mark. The Knicks have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. To the paint. Here's Cooper. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 5 assists tonight.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Sexton. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The Knicks have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Randall can't hit. Charlotte has gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Pass to Cooper. Capella inside. Working on Robinson. He's feeling it. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. He's got 36 points.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Now Sexton. Back to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Well, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Outside Barrett. Here's Cooper. Pounded by Rozier. Randall. They double Randall. To the inside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
And Charlotte shooting at a respectable 49%. Here's Rozier. Lays it up and banks it in.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Cooper. No good from outside.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Sexton against Barrett. Now here's Sexton. Shot clock at 6. There's Ball with a 3. And the Hornets, another 3.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Knicks.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
And they didn't deviate from their game plan against this team. It's what helped them win their first 2 games against them. Add another one to the win tally for them.
If it ain't broke, why fix it? I mean, why change anything? Knowing how well they played in those 2 games, they probably couldn't wait for this one to wrap up the sweep of the season series.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And it's stolen by Rose. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Cooper. Out to the right wing. The 3 connects from downtown.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Washington finds Sexton. so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everybody.